Oh,
You all
welcome
right?
to Drew's 80 Zoom room. Lovely to see you, Tony.
You all
How are
right?
you?
Okay, how are you doing?
Yeah, fine, thanks. Last time we saw you, you very kindly helped us to launch the Chillfest Annual that we
That's
wrote
it,
for the
yeah.
Chillfest Festival.
Yeah.
That's 2018, a long time ago.
Really?
But
Well, it was in the little wine bar, wasn't it? It was a really nice evening, actually.
it was really
Yes,
hot.
that's
I remember
right.
it being
Yeah,
hot.
that's
as well.
it, yeah.
We've really been enjoying your posts, Tony, during lockdown. You know.
Oh,
you-
yeah. I've had a...
kept us all amused, especially your hair one.
Oh, she did a good job, I tell you. A better job than she did last time, Al.
Great job. Really
Yeah,
good.
well, she got the dog clippers out, so she did a bit of that. And then she said, I'm going to get the scissors. And I said, oh, really, love? Anyway, so... no, she did. I was like really impressed. I was like, wow, that's a good
You wouldn't
haircut.
know it was lockdown, Tony. You wouldn't know the barbers were closed.
No, I know.
We've seen your Stars, Cars and Guitars podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, honestly, they're brilliant. And the Harry Redknapp
Oh,
one on
thank you.
Friday was fantastic. Watched it with the boy.
Really
I've got
good.
3 boys. We all sat there chuckling away. It was really interesting hearing about Paolo Di Canio.
Yeah.
Playing Spandau music, blaring out as he's driving to the stadium, and then you said about him turning up backstage with some wine.
Oh, Paolo Di Canio is like well, I didn't realise he was such a massive Spandau fan, and then Harry Redknapp confirmed it. But he turned up, and he was, and he literally turned up with all this champagne, beautiful wines, red wines, and he bought his tickets. And I said, Paolo Di Canio, I said, we know who you are. It's like you just get your people to phone my people, and there's no way he would, But anyway, but he's nice. They bring gifts, and
It's Italian hospitality, isn't it, Tony?
Well, I mean, it's the only when you go to an Italian restaurant, especially in Italy, it's. I mean, getting a complimentary drink when you go to a restaurant is pretty difficult, even if you spent a fortune. That last brandy that you ordered, thinking, I'll just have a little picky bit, it's on the bill. When you go to Italy, you go to a beautiful restaurant, you've eaten well and everything, you've done all the wine. On the table goes the limoncello, the grappa, the Zambuca, or any local liqueurs.
Exactly.
And it's also with the food as well. If they've cooked something that's maybe a bit unusual, but you haven't ordered it or whatever, they'll say, "Please try." You try. They're lovely. It's my probably favourite country, I think.
So going back to Paolo being a huge fan, are there any other famous Spandau Ballet fans or Tony Hadley fans that surprised you?
Oh, I tell you, he paid me a really nice compliment once, and I've got to phone his daughter, Julie, Bruce Forsyth.
Oh.
And the legendary Bruce Forsyth, and we were at a charity bash, and I said, "Oh, hi, Bruce, how you doing?" He said, "Got to tell you, I love your swing album. Can't stop playing it. Absolutely love it." And I said, "That means a lot because he's a real, everyone thinks of him as
TV legend,
game shows and stuff." But he was a great singer, dancer. He sang with all the greats, and so when he said that was a really nice. That was a lovely compliment. Yeah,
I bet so. He was a great tap dancer as well. He had real rhythm, didn't he?
Amazing. And by all accounts, Axl Rose is a fan of mine as well.
Oh,
wow!
Don't know where that come from. Where that came from? Actually, from my doctor. And he looks after Axl Rose when he comes to town. And he said, "Oh, Axl Rose, a big fan of your music. So he thinks you're great."
Oh,
well, hey.
You have him on your show, Tony, on the podcast.
Well, this is the idea, right? So imagine, like, say, Steve Lukather I've known Steve Lukather from Toto for years. Now, Steve Lukather knows Slash, they're great mates.
Right.
Now, I want to go, see, we want to take this on TV, and we're close to doing it as well. So I want to go to Los Angeles, and I want to hook up with Steve, and then go around Slash's house and get the two of them on guitars and
that'd be brilliant.
Them two having a jam.
Phenomenal.
What's your favourite guitar? you know, come on,
Yeah.
Slash, play Sweet Child of Mine or something.
Oh,
And then,
yeah.
because the whole thing, it's about guitars and cars, but it's also about lifestyle as well. So you know, so right, guys, where's your best burger bar in LA? Where's the best one to go? And then we'll all pile in the cars, go down to the best burger bar, and just talk, just have a chat about your favorite music. So that's what we're aiming for. And we started as a fun thing, but with a view to thinking, well, this could be brilliant if we could get it on television.
Yeah.
I mean, already, you know, Rick Astley, Rod Stewart, Kim Wilde, all the guys that we know, that we're all going to come on the show. So that'd be great.
Oh, that'd be
that
brilliant.
would be fantastic, wouldn't it? So it's in the pipeline, is it, Tony, for a TV show? A TV
Yeah,
version?
we're talking to the TV people at the moment. So they've said, we love the concept of it, we love the idea, we got the production team. They do a lot of big TV programs as well. So yeah, great.
So would it be UK or American based? Would it go out?
I want it to be worldwide, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because like Zucchero and Eros Ramazzotti in Italy, I know Zucchero, I don't know Eros as well, but they're two of the biggest stars in Italy, bar none.
Oh, wow.
And also huge in Russia as well, massive in Russia. You know, and I know that Zucchero's got a beautiful place up in the north and stuff. And you know, you could, and I'd love to go and see him, and we'll take a little trek through the beautiful countryside, the Tuscan countryside, and then we'll sit outside and prepare a beautiful meal together. And
sounds like heaven.
Yeah, it does.
Just talk to him about his life, you know, and because he loves gigging as well. He really loves touring. So the whole concept of it is cars, is guitars, but it's also about lifestyle. I've brought food into it because the other two, Alex and Jim, are like, food. I went, yep, we need food, wine and beer. That's my department.
The staff of life, isn't it?
Absolutely. Crumbs, yeah.
Looking ahead to the festivals, Tony, you've got a few gigs lined up in Germany, haven't you? Are you hopeful that they'll all be able to go ahead this year, you know, especially the ones abroad?
Yeah.
The $1 million
right.
question.
We've had so many requests to do foreign stuff, Dubai, Southeast Asia, Germany, Italy, Spain, Slovenia, Estonia, lots of requests to do stuff. And at the moment, we're saying, look, we want to come there. We really want to come and play. We just want to come and play. And we love going abroad. But at the moment, because of the quarantine rules, we don't know how to deal with it. So we're saying to everybody, look, our intention is to come over. We want to see you guys as much as everybody else. But we've got to get to a point where we know it's financially okay to come over, but also it's going to be safe as well for us.
Do you think there'd be anything in this country? Do you think the festivals in UK?
No, we're getting booked. You know, stupid. I mean, things going really well in the UK because we're all being vaccinated.
What's the vibe of your new single coming out?
Just before lockdown, I recorded 2 singles from the new album. One was Obvious, and we released that in the summer. And if you watch the video, it's all about being, come on, we want to be together. Yeah. That's what we're meant to be doing. And it's about love and all that sort of stuff. But it's happy. It's a fun song. But we recorded a song called Because of You. And then I've asked to be a sort of representative for it's the 200th anniversary of Florence Nightingale.
Oh.
And it just happened to fall at this specific time, given all the nurses around the world, what they've done. And that was the birth of modern nursing with Florence Nightingale. Oh. So they said, look, you know, would you be a kind of an ambassador? And I said, well, I'd be honoured to. Absolutely fantastic. And they said, have you got any songs or anything? I said, oh, yeah, I just recorded that a few weeks ago. And lyrically, for some reason, I don't know why, it wasn't done on purpose. It just fits it so well. So the NHS choir are going to sing along with me, but I've said that I want it to be when we can properly be together. I don't want a distance choir. So everything got shifted, and it will be out hopefully later this year. Yeah, so I'm really pleased with the song. It's very anthemic song. It just fits lyrically. So Touch wood,
Oh,
fingers
brilliant.
crossed.
Touch wood. Can't wait to hear that, Tony. Brilliant.
Yeah. So it should be good, yeah.
You've been working on a new album as well. Has lockdown sort of helped the musical process for you? Has it, given you more time?
No.
No.
It's been harder, is it?
Someone said to me the other day, said, so what, have you learned anything through lockdown? I said, yeah, I learned Mandarin, Turkish, Swahili. Not a thing, not a jot.
You know what? Yeah.
No, I just, with homeschooling, which has mainly been done by my wife, Ali, she's been amazing. I do the geography, history, I do the fluffy bits, geography, history, science. The maths and the English, that's our department, So our 9-year-old Genevieve, someone's got to be there all the time. Zara's self-contained. Unless I've got an end game, I can't get motivated.
Yeah.
The album's nearly done anyway. It's nearly pretty much written. It's just got to be finally recorded, a few lyrics tweaked here and there. It's good. I'm really excited. It's going to be a great album. So even if I say so myself. Well, you got to keep making new music. Otherwise, I just end up being a flipping tribute to myself, and I love doing True Gold Barricades, and everything else. But it's great to come out and say, oh, guys, look, I know you love the old stuff, but check out this new song. Hope you like it. Yeah, Tonight Belongs to Us is quite anthemic. So, it
goes down really well at the festivals, doesn't it? Really.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to try a couple of new tunes. Guys, cracking song called Mad About You. It's like, it's a really, it's a cool song. Yeah. So I'm quite excited. I still get excited. That's the thing. I get excited about music and everything that goes with it. So now we know that, come sort of late June, July, we've got something to aim for.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden I'm thinking, right, okay, I've got to start working on some tunes and the kids are back at school. So that means I can dedicate a bit of time to the old plinky plonky and the bad, terrible.
Deadlines are real now, aren't they? They're starting to come back. So.
Yeah. There's light at the end of the tunnel now, isn't there?
Oh, thank God. Thank God.
Just go back to the 80s, if you don't mind, just quickly. And that special day Live Aid. Could you tell us what it was really like backstage? Have you got any gossip of who hung out with who, what the food was like?
Well, the food, foods, yeah. See, you got me there.
There you go.
Is the food, the Hard Rock Cafe did all the food. So it was literally just a running, Hard Rock were there doing all the burgers and the sausages and the bits and the chickens. Brilliant. But and it was great. And we had like a small little terrace where you could sit out backstage. And all the artists, people, the one question gets asked a lot, what were there egos involved? And there weren't any egos at all. I'd be sitting next to David Bowie, I'd pop in and see Freddie Mercury and the boys in the dressing room, and because I knew those guys, and so there's all your heroes around you.
Yeah.
But no one was going, what do you know who I am? It's like it wasn't like that at all. It was just brilliant. It was just lovely to see, because you got to remember when I was a kid watching Top of the Pops, a lot of those artists that were on Live Aid, I was a kid watching them thinking, I want to be like you one day.
Were you nervous before performing?
Terrified. Absolutely terrified. We had 80,000 people, over 1 billion people worldwide. Satellite technology that was really in its infancy, really. Nothing had been done like this before. Princess Diana, Prince Charles, all the dignitaries, everyone and their dog watching it. And I was nervous.
No pressure there.
So, actually, I've recently found my double thickness leather coat. Don't ask me why I wore it.
I know, on the 80-degree.
That was kind of. You must have been roasted in that, Tony.
It looked good though, so there you go.
Well, you know me, I'm roasted at the best of times because I get excited. I'm running around the stage and stuff, and on a hot sunny day, my suits are pretty soaked through. So and I've always been the same. So wearing that leather jacket was the most insane thing, but it looked cool. I thought I looked cool.
Good,
so
Yeah.
And so anyway, I've recently found it. So I'm going to, it's not in bad condition, actually. So I'm going to, when we get out of this lockdown, going to auction it for a charity of one of my charities. So, you know, what do I want to do? Look at it every now and again? Nope. So might even go to a museum, because it's quite historical, I suppose.
Yeah.
In a way, yeah.
It should do,
No,
shouldn't
it was a brilliant day. Changed the way Band Aid Live, it changed the way the world looked at giving, charity, looking after other people, and showed that music does have a value as well. I don't think music, to be honest, I don't think music gets recognised often enough for having a value. When you think about, you know, music gets people through bad times in hospitals or mental illness, and makes people feel good, makes people sad. You know, it's the wedding song. It's and here we were raising lots of money.
Young Voices, Tony, that's another passion close to your heart. You must have missed that during lockdown.
I did it for 2 years, and you don't ever do it as an artist for longer than 2 years. And it was brilliant. It was the kids, the teachers. I remember one bit, I sort of said, look, you know, I'll come up and see some of the teachers and sign a few things, have a few photographs. And all these teachers were like little girls. And I said, hold it a minute, ladies, who's looking after the kids? Oh, don't worry about the kids. It's yeah. And honestly, it was so funny. But the Young Voices were brilliant. Loved it. All the kids singing. And one thing I always say, you know, and I've said it many times, but I will say again, a lot of people dismiss, you know, the young kids today, they're all a bit flossy and, you know, a bit fluffy. And those kids were there all day singing, jumping, lovely kids, met them really well-mannered, polite, everything. And so I'm not worried about our future generations. They were fantastic. Yeah, brilliant. So loved every minute of it.
We know you've been asked this question. We've asked you it ourselves.
Yeah.
Has lockdown made you reevaluate your position with Spandau Ballet, or are you still exactly the same? Has time not changed your position?
No, I've not changed my position at all. No, I do think, funny enough, I spoke to Steve Norman a wee while ago, and he very sadly lost his mum, Sheila, and went to the funeral and stuff. And yeah, that was because my mum and his mum were best friends. And so that was really, that was quite sad. You know, my mum, anyway, so came along and stuff. So I'm in touch with Steve, and I think he realises, you know, we've spoken about what happened, and he realises why I took the position that I did. So it is what it is. I think, as you know, it is a shame, I think, for the fans, but it wasn't of my doing. So unfortunately, I was put in a position where I really did, you know, I can't do this anymore. I think you get to a point in life, getting a bit philosophical here, you get to a point in life, you just want to be happy.
Yeah.
You know, and music's about being happy. And I don't want to be in an environment where I'm looking over my shoulder. And so I've got a fabulous band, the Fab TH band, amazing musicians. I've got an amazing crew, great management, great family, great friends. I just want to be happy. I'm making the music I want to make. So I'm just trying to be happy, because you do, as you get older, you reevaluate your life.
I think lockdown has definitely made you think that way as well. You know, you just want to do what makes you happy in life.
I suppose in a sense it's a bit like, you know, why do I want to, you know, it's hard enough trying to see the people that you really love and care about. Did you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
exactly.
you want that quality time, you know, when you do spend time, you want that quality time for something that you really love. A lot of fans say that about the Jam, don't they? And Paul Weller, you know, will you ever get back? But, you know, acts move on and they sort of go solo and they do their own thing. And I think the fans realise that after a fashion. But
well, I mean, you know, Paul Weller I've known for years anyway. He's a lovely fella, his sister Nikki, Bruce Foxton, I've known for years, good pal and stuff. Sometimes things just happen.
Yeah.
And it's just the way it is. And I wish them all well and that they're all doing their own thing, and good luck to them. But sometimes it's just the way it is. It's sad. I think it is sad, but it's what it is.
The good thing is you play all your old hits anyway, Tony, so the fans still get that. And you'll get those old favourites.
Well, I suppose, if you want to hear them sung, there's only one place to go, and that's to give me a call.
Exactly. The best place.
I mean, I have to say, it's part of my life as well, and I'm not one of these artists that ever gets on stage and says, I'm going to play all my new album, and I'm not going to play any of the hits. And I've seen artists do it, and it's absolute suicide. It's I've seen big artists do it as well. This is part, the songs that brought me here today are the songs of people's lives, whether it be their love song, the wedding song that got them through a bad time or whatever. So singing True Gold, Barricades, cut long story short, Holy Strong, Lifeline, whatever. These are all songs that conjure up memories and bring back happy times.
Definitely.
But what I don't want to do, and as I said to might have said to you earlier, is that I don't want to become my own tribute band. So making new material and recording new material is really, really important, because it's great to say, oh, look, there's Lifeline and Only When You Leave. But listen, guys, check this out. This is a new tune.
You have that really good mixture of all those classic ones plus the new stuff that are really take a life of their own on. And you can see the crowd really receptive.
You hope so.
Yeah, they do. They definitely do.
Yeah, they do. No, thank you
so much. Hopefully
good
we'll
to see you
at the festivals.
I'll see you at the festival.